Hey Boo Bears, thank you so much for hanging out with me for another Mario Ramon discussion. I pray you had a great weekend and you're having a great day. Happy Memorial Day to you. Today, our discussion is about Monique versus the bonnets. So, Monique did a video on how she felt about ladies wearing bonnets in public. And it started a snowball effect with everybody doing a rebuttal video, on Monique's video. One of the videos I would like to talk about is Tammy Roman. She did a rebuttal video for Monique. And I just want to say I see both ladies' points in it. So I don't have a dog in a race, meaning I'm not picking sides, but I want to try and shed light on what both ladies were talking about. So basically, Monique is saying that when she's at the airport, sometimes she may see people with bonnets on their head. And in that aspect, I'm with Monique because I just think there's a time and a place for everything. And Tammy said that it doesn't mean that the ladies aren't articulate or they're not educated. But I beg to differ because if you were educated on traveling back in the day, and I know times have changed, we have Little Kim now. Actually, we have Cardi B. We don't even have Leave It to Beaver anymore. Those days are gone and over. But we still have, I don't want to say an image to uphold, but we still want to bring dignity to our community. Okay? And when I say that, I just want to say back in the day, it used to be a luxury to fly, or you would have to dress up in a suit jacket and dress up back in the day. And it has gotten a lot more lax throughout the years with sweatpants and everything and tennis shoes. And I feel that you should be comfortable when you travel, but you shouldn't be that comfortable with a bonnet on your head. We're not taking a shower. We're not moisturizing our hair with cholesterol. You know what I'm saying? But my thing is this. When you're at a wedding, you don't wear a bathing suit. And when you're at the beach, you don't wear a wedding gown. There's a time and place for everything. And Tammy said, well, if someone wears a bonnet, that doesn't mean that they're not educated. And in that aspect, would you want to show up in a bonnet at the inauguration for President Obama and Michelle Obama? Would you really want to, if you met Michelle Obama at an airport, would you want to meet her with a bonnet on your head? Let's just keep it real. Let's keep it real. Would you want to meet, oh my God, there's Oprah. I always wanted to meet you. Oh, let me go over there and say hi. Don't say nothing to me with a bonnet on your head. So if you do have the choice and you do have the right to wear whatever you want to wear, you can wear a thong, but don't expect not to get looks, comments. And then when people don't treat you the way you feel you should be treated, you're not treating yourself the way you feel you should be treated. You want people to treat you better than you are treating yourself. And I feel if I were walking around at the inauguration with a do-rag on my head, number one, I'm pretty sure security wouldn't let me in. I'm just willing to bet all I have. I'm willing to bet all I have. And I wouldn't want to represent myself. So if I showed up half representing myself and I want people to give me full, respect, it's not going to happen. People are only going to treat your children the way you treat your children. If you don't treat your children good, they're not going to treat your children good. If you don't treat yourself good, other people aren't going to treat yourself good. That's even in a relationship. You can always tell how people respect you by the way they treat you and talk to you and do things for you. I mean, you can always tell. So if you're not being respected, did you pull up to the game at 100%? You can't be expecting someone to take you seriously with a bonnet on your head and on the airplane. What do you feel about this? I mean, what do you feel about this? This is ridiculous. If you're my mother, I don't want you to come up to the PTA meeting with a bonnet on your head. I don't want you showing up at the wedding reception with a bonnet on your head. I don't want to stand in a grocery store with a bonnet on your head. It's just not appropriate. Because once again, It is to protect your hair. What are we protecting the hair from? Like, put it out, put a baseball cap on, anything, but don't give us the bonnet in public. Now that I do agree with. On the flip side, if there's an emergency and you got a call at 4 a.m. and something happened to your mom or your children, and somebody messed with your child in college, throw that bonnet on and keep it moving. But like, do something in the Uber or in your car. You know how when you be driving and you see people putting on their makeup in the car, and do something before you get out that car. Do something. Like, make it work. I'm like Tim Gunn on Project Runway. Make it work. Make it make sense. And if on the flip side, if you saw Michelle Obama with a bonnet on her head at the airport, it would send this world crazy. The whole world, people would take pictures. It would go viral. So I'm just letting you know the level and the severity. You want to put yourself on like the same platform as educated, like, Michelle Obama and everything. You want to put yourself on that platform, but you're not bringing what it takes to be, to be on that platform. Okay? So you got to bring some to get some. You got to bring some respect to get some respect. So tell me your views on that. I don't want to make this long and drawn out because, it shouldn't be long and drawn out. But I did want to put a point of view on it. And then another thing is, I just want to say that there's a certain class of people. Maybe that's that person's class. Everybody has a different class, especially when it comes to black people. I don't mean any harm, but you got Whoopi Goldberg, you got Halle Berry, you got Gail. Then you know what I'm saying? You have Mariah Carey. You have different class of people. So if that's that person's class, you can't like, I'm not trying to be fun. If somebody grew up like where I grew up in East Cleveland, there's going to be a different, unless you were exposed to something different. Unless you were exposed to something different and you know what's wrong. But like I said, if you know the history of flying and how you used to have to get dressed up and you had to wear a dinner jacket, a suit jacket, a smoker's jacket, all of that, you would not be representing yourself like that. And represent your grandmother and your mother who raised you. I am pretty sure back in the day, if you look at all those black and white photos of our black families, they were dressed to the nines. And I was like, I didn't even know we had that much money. Where did we get the money to have these outfits? If the pearls were fake, they were fake, but they had on the damn pearls. Look at old pictures, black and white pictures of our families and, our ancestors. They were sharp. Nobody wore a bonnet. I've never seen a bonnet. Now, Tammy, I pray you ain't gonna eat me up on this because I know you have the Bonnet Chronicles and I do love you to smithereens. But I do somewhat, in talking this out through the video, I do agree with Monique. And if we want better, we have to do better. All right. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. And I'll see you next time on the Mario Ramon discussion. Have a great day. Peace. Oh, I want to show you just a little God's art, okay? Just a little God's art. All right, guys. Have a great day. Peace.